Today we're going to repair this crack in decorative concrete. Kind of a nasty little crack you never want to find. Sometimes you get these pop outs right next to along the crack. You want to save the pieces and epoxy them back in there with a 5-minute type of epoxy. Hold that in place, make sure you get it kind of tightened up in there. Then we're going to think about where we're going to line up our saw cut. I'm going to cut it right next to the crack. You can use a demolition saw like this or a circular saw with a diamond blade. Clean up your area. Make sure you got any kind of little stones that are in the crack there. Pick them out. Make sure it's all cleared out. You can use compressed air. Mix up your Fix-A-Crack material. Pour it into the saw cut. Sometimes you may have to plug the ends up to keep it in the crack and leave it overnight. Now this is the next day. You can inspect how well that crack closed up. Sometimes you're going to have to give it a second treatment, so you want to clean that material out of the saw cut for the second time. For a second application here, and we'll mix it up the same way to a slurry and pour it in there. Now we're going to wait again overnight and see what it looks like in the morning. The next day, the crack's tightened up about as much as you're going to get it. So again, we're going to clean the Fix-A-Crack out of the saw cut to clean it up. Yep, so now we're going to, once we get that crack as tight as it is, going to use the epoxy in the caulking tube there and inject epoxy in some intervals in that crack, along with touching up the crack itself. Next day, it's all dried up here. Actually, I think it was the same afternoon. Some of that dusty material tends to disappear when you put in the second coat of sealer on it. It's looking way better. We've got that crack tightened up and pointed up, and the control joint next to it is going to take the movement now, any future movement in the slab. Now you can see us on our website, fixacrack.org, and we'll set you up with everything you need to do this type of repair for yourself.